Yep. I'm going to try to make a quick video showing you how to use AI to target keywords on page for SEO. You can use AI for all kinds of stuff in SEO, but this is one of the better use cases. So this is a client, and she runs a beauty bar in Seattle. She's recently been getting a lot of inbound leads from brides, and she's loving those. She wants to target them on her website to try to capture some of that from, brides looking for services like hers from Google organic search, which is smart. And local services should be doing that a lot because it shows intent, right? Instead of having to create intent, you capture intent, and it makes the sales process a lot easier. So what happened with this was I went to Claude. I use Claude. I don't like ChatGPT. I went to Claude. I asked it to ideate a bunch of keywords. I looked at the volume of those keywords in Seattle. They were all very low. So I ended up finding some volume on similar keywords in Austin, Texas. And what you can infer is that Seattle probably just has a lower population or a lower amount of weddings occurring than Austin, Texas does. So Austin, as you can see, it's 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s. So right at the threshold on whether or not Ahrefs is going to track its volume. These are high ticket items. You don't need a lot of volume on these keywords for local business to see really meaningful results on their books. So even though it's not showing up as having any volume on it in Seattle, it does have volume on it. We know because people are calling her, right? So I took the best performers for Austin, put it in this list here, and we're just going to change it all to Seattle. And we can use Claude for that. I have a list of keywords from Austin, Texas, period. Please rework them all to be relevant to Seattle, Washington instead, period. Okay, boom. So we'll get that. Seattle, Washington. Perfect. So it even changed Austin, Texas to Seattle, Washington. Perfect. So there's our list. We don't even need to do anything with that. Perfect. Now, we're going to be building a page. And with that, we'll be building an offer and very clearly communicating what services get provided, pricing, and all of that. That's outside the scope of this. This is just to show you how to show up for these keywords in Google, more or less, how to target them on page. So we'll do that. Now I want to create a piece of copy that targets these keywords in Google organic search, period. Let's organize it like we would a blog post, period. Please provide an initial outline that accomplishes this. So this will take a little while. I'll pause it and come back when it's done. Okay, so here's the outline it produced. Biggest issue is it just used the word introduction on the first one, and that's going to be the most important keyword right there. So we would write a headline that works in a keyword, the most important keyword, and then a conclusion as well. We wouldn't use the word conclusion, but in general, it accomplished what we needed. Now from here, you can infuse this with as much kind of branding attitude as you want. And if you were to just use AI to write this article, it would probably work fine. People don't like to hear that, but it's gotten to the point where AI copy works just fine. Is that going to continue into the future? I don't know. I can't tell the future, but if you look at the incentives, what does Google care? If people find it useful, they use metrics like how engaged is the traffic? When the traffic lands on the page, do they read the page by scrolling down? Are they clicking things? Yada, yada, yada. Those are good metrics on whether or not the content is useful. And Google's incentive is to get useful content in front of their users' eyes. They probably don't care what the source of that content is. I mean, Google built many initial forms of AI. They were some of the leaders, and why would they all of a sudden become Luddites and anti-AI for copywriting? They don't want spam. They don't want people using AI for spam. But anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. So now let's just really lean hard on AI. I'm not saying that's best practice. I'm just going to use it as an example. So I'll explain the issues I have with it. This looks pretty good. The only problem I see is that the introduction and the conclusion don't use the keywords in the title of those sections, period. Let's make that correction, then go ahead and write the article where each section title is a heading tag, period. All right, I'll pause this. Okay, we're back. And Claude was a Boy Scout and corrected the outline, then also wrote the article. It's short and it uses the word Seattle a ton, and it's probably a little bit too keyword dense. But, you know, we can clean all that up by taking it into a tool like Yoast and optimizing it for readability and keyword density and all of that, just as a really quick way. There are better tools, yes, but that will be fast and free. And if you're a business owner that's just trying to do this on your own, it'll probably work. The only thing that needs to happen after all of this, if you built a page, you built your offer page, it doesn't look like total crap, it looks decent. You have this copy on the page, and the page is live, and the permalink is, you know, something like blushbeautybar.co/wedding hair Seattle or something like that. Then you're in good shape. And the only thing left to do is build links to the page. I'm not going to cover link building in this video, but hopefully you found this helpful. And you can use, you know, some of the ideas that I demonstrated here on all kinds of stuff. So, bye-bye.